Three, two, one, and we're live. I'm doing this now, guys, in the midst of what we call the coronavirus. There's a ship that just landed in Oakland, California, that you're seeing on the screen behind me. My spirit has been called today. I did a reading because I came in from flying from a trip, and this is the second time in 2 months I had some spiritual happening on my drive-in. I'm not going to go into that right now, but because of those sightings or experiences, I am doing a full moon right now tonight on March 9th, 2020, 3/9/2020. It's a 7-day. And if you know, sevens is confidence. And so my confidence in this super worm moon, which tomorrow on the 10th ends Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde ends tomorrow. So in the last month, starting between like February 16th, February 17th, the Mercury went into retrograde. So confusion and in our emotions was all around. And so to end this confusion, along with all of the other purgings and cleaning that's been happening in the universe, is I'm going to say, and I do not predict the future. Hi, I'm She. I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself if you're just coming into this video with us. I don't predict the future. I only do energies, and I use the guidance of cards to do so. So in the last 2 days, I've had in my meditation some very, very phenomenal mystical experiences. So I'm going to predict that, and I hate using the word prediction, but I'm just going to put it out there that the coronavirus itself is coming to an end and a new phase is coming amongst us. So starting with next month's full moon, this is the beginning of spring moon. They call it the worm moon because the ground starts to soften, and in that softening, the birds and the bees, they can see the worms coming to the top. They can actually go down and grab the worms from the earth to feed their newborns. That is a sign of spring. So coming into the sign of spring in April, we will be winding down from this pandemic that has swept our globe and our earth. The earth would have at that moment in time done a lot of purging. A lot of water, lot of fire, lot of wind, lot of viruses, illnesses. They call it the flu. Every year we lose the elderly, specifically, to the viruses. This specific viruses had no name, no culture, no age group. It has swept through us and we are in the middle of it. So I'm going to say we are coming to an end of that period of purging, and a rebirth, an awakening is amongst us all. Our cards that has been fueling this energy is our mystical shaman cards. We're back at it. The key. I energize the cards with the key, this special key, and this key has and holds the answers. I also did a special reading before I started the video with the animal spirit guide cards. And those are the cards that you see lining here, which is the unicorn, the phoenix, the turtle, and the horse. And so now we're going to go into our normal players and see what our spirit guides and our mystical shaman has to say about those animal spirit cards. Guys, last reading, the coyote was very, very strong. And so was the crow. Over the past week, the past month, the coyote crossed my path, and so has the wolf. The coyote travels in a family, even though you may only see one. But their life expectancy is here amongst us, here in our normal daily lives. They're starting to see coyotes or wolf coyotes amongst human people. Wolves tend to live further in, like Yellowstone, deeper into wildlife, where their domain takes over and rule. Wolves, as well as coyotes, mate for life until that life changes amongst them. They travel in packs. So, now that we're coming to an end of this pandemic that has plagued us, we're going to see where these energies go from here. The cards, as you see, are just flipping all over the place. I'm excited to say Mercury retrograde is over. Until June. That doesn't mean, I think it's going into, from Aquarius into Virgo. And Virgo is Venus. And it's also going into Mercury. Mercury is Aries, those spirits of the warrior and the goddess. Those are our beautiful cards. So let's see what the key has for us. And I don't even know how these cards really flipped over out here, but we're going to start from this way because that's how I picked them up. Lightning. Lightning is a 3. So when we're looking at 3s, we're looking at creativity. We are in a very creative force. If you look at the screen, those are the people who have been on this ship on their vacation. And they've also been quarantined. As you see, they are waving because they're excited that this whole ordeal with them being out to sea in quarantine is coming to an end. And as I said, we're at the worst of the pandemic. Right now, this month of March, as we move into April, lightning is striking. And so we're coming to an end of this moment in time of purging and cleansing. Lightning. As a child, I remember running across the street, coming home from the library. I was a serious student, so I would go to the library and study. And so I guess I'm kind of telling a little bit of my age. We had libraries and students still went to the library opposed to spending all their time on a computer at home. But for me, the library with all those beautiful books, the smell of the library was exciting. And I was coming home after doing some phenomenal studying and being awakened to some information that I found exciting. And it started to rain. And as I'm running, the lightning struck in front of me. And when it struck in front of me, of course, it startled me. It actually ripped the tree limbs, burnt the tree, and the tree fell right in front of me where I felt like, and I could have been, struck by the lightning, but I was not burned. I was not singed. If anything, I would say now, because I was a child and my awareness and my growth and my understanding is nowhere near where it is today, is that a light illuminated me, that this divine gift took root through this lightning, and in a form of renewal and a sense of clarity I had, passion and vision, which actually put me on a different destiny. So the lightning card is here. As creativity, life has gifted us with our destiny. Life, let's say the lightning has aligned us in harmony here on earth so that we can all fulfill our life purpose. So moving into the month of April, even though this is the full moon, the brightest moon of the year, it's one of the super moon. We have 3 super moons this year. And this is the first of the 3. And so as these super moons come, we are going to be enlightened by the brightness of these moons. This is the first of 3. Lightning. Take a look at that card, guys. Lightning. April, showers bring May flowers. April, more lightning will be amongst us. Lightning is our first card. Our second card is the drum. And the drum is a 4 for stability. Our last reading was all about being stable. And in order to have stability, and I'm moving this card out the way because I want you to take presence or energy of what we're seeing on the screen behind me, because this is important to this energy that we're in right now. And so I'm excited that I'm able to, at this time was called to open up the channels of energy on what is happening to all of us around the world. The drum. So when the rhythm of the drum is beating the heart of the universe, it's like linking us together. It's linking us on this journey, here in the lower world, via our roots, that's reaching its branches up to a higher place. So this pandemic, for those of us who are still here and traveling along the beat of this drum, it's like saying, the old mode doesn't fit anymore. Old relationships. So during the month of this retrograde, from February 16th, 17th to March 10th, 9th and 10th, and I think it's going to also kind of travel into the end of the month where we will be experiencing past relationships appearing, whether they appear in your dreams, whether they appear in person or through some kind of, technological communication. Somehow our past on this drum, because that's the only way we can heal. The drum brings the beat and the power of lightning and thunder and rumbling so that it puts us in a state of healing. a state where prophecy can happen, where destinies can happen, where the future. Hi guys, you won't believe what happened. Okay, so I had a Mercury retrograde moment. The computer stopped recording on the drum. So I'm just going to pick up and end it with the medicine. So the drum says you travel to the beat of a different drum. It's time to acknowledge you do not fit a mold or role or relationship that is no longer in tune with you. So it's back to the purging. It's back to endings. It's back to change. It's back to finding your rhythm and responding to the heartbeat of the distant drum. The price you're going to pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. We've been talking about purging. The drum has appeared because we still have some time for purging. And now is the time. I'm telling you guys, April, this virus will have moved its way out. And if whatever purging you need to do, you have not done it by then, it will become painful for you. You will face pain of another kind until you are beating the drum or rattling to your own drum, till you have faced what has needed to change in your life. The smoky mirror. So I picked up the wrong card because I had to start the video off from where it started. And the smoky mirrors medicine, because we're talking about healing. We're not talking about manifesting until we have healed. And so the smoky mirror medicine is saying that we have to understand the shadow of our human journey. And so in order to understand that, it requires that you go deep into your own story to discover the wound that prevents you from seeking the truth in your current situation. And it's back to the drum. It's back to your fears. It's back to expectations of disappointment and unworthiness, or clouding your capacity to see the potential in yourself. The smoky mirrors medicine is showing us that things you don't want as a result of what's happening in our lives is only because we're making it that way. The choice is yours. The choice is mine. The world will hold you accountable for what you see and create, guys. Can you see the eyes of the truth? Can you actually hold faith in the mirror when you look through the smoky mirror? Do you have faith that you can take your journey to the next level where you can turn that truth, the reality of where you are and who you are, and turn it into something mystical, magical, wonderful, where you can be enlightened just by understanding the truth and seeing the truth through the smoky mirror. 4 and 7 is 11. That means it's divine. It is divinely connected. Everything in this card is divine. The smoky mirror. The Rainmaker. 4 and 2 is 6. When the Rainmaker shows up, April showers bring May flowers. So in indigenous cultures, they do the rain dance to help the rain to feed the crops. They dance for the rain to come and fill the fields so that the corn can grow, the rice can grow. In Bali, Bali, the rice fields, there's a story of the dragon who goes down in the night and spend time with the beautiful pearl. And in the morning as the sun rises, it dances, it weaves its magic through the rice fields, and the water rains off of its scales. It feeds the valley and allows the rice to grow so that it can manifest the master of the Rainmaker. And all the people in the fields and their hearts then spring to life again. The medicine of the Rainmaker recognized that, we co-create our own world. Nothing is happening out there without your involvement. So without us being involved in the world and mirroring, like the smoky mirror, mirroring love and the intent so we can take into action love, like the story of the dragon. We rain down in our dance of life, and rain comes in the form of tears. Sometimes blood, sweat, and tears. And when we do our dance in our own lives to create our rain so we can manifest on the other side, when the sun comes out, the Rainmaker calls the water from the heavens, and everything in our lives that is dormant will wake up and flow. March is taking us to a season with this beautiful, beautiful full moon for April showers to come in so that we can bring in our May flowers. It's coming early, guys. It's coming early. The ghost dance. We're back at the ghost dance. When we dance with our ancestors, when we remember the hearts and the lives of those that came before us. That means we are in a dance with the past. We're dancing with those loved ones, our ancestors who are here to let us know we're not alone. We're not dancing this life alone. So when you think about the loved ones, your ancestors, your great-great-grandparents, your loved ones who have gone into the spirit world, and they're on your heart or they spring into your mind, remember the ghost dance. That means that you have to bring their spirit to life through yours. Because the history Our history is what our future is. We can never forget our past. Because when we forget to dance with the ghosts, we lose our way and we end up killing ourselves with nothing that we remembered. It's what is it and what was it all for? The ghost dance. The beloved. We had the beloved before. I feel like it's just repeating and a reminder of the changes to come. The beloved is here, guys. The beloved is all around us. This coronavirus is not a coincidence, but it's probably a synchronicity. It's a reminder that if we don't believe in the beloved, if we don't believe in love, if we only know hate, if we only thrive on hate, if we only blame others for where we are today or why this happened, then we don't recognize that this type of love is owned by us all. And it's only a mirror for a deeper longing for our true selves. Everything that happens around us that we think is tragedy, this is like the phoenix rising. It's like a walk through the fire. Passion. It's not just about romantic love, but it is romantic love. It's like, because romantic love, you fall in and out of, like right now we're moving into the retrograde series, ending, and it's moving into Venus, which is Virgo, and Virgo is moving into the warrior energy of Mercury, moving forward with Aries. And so Aries is known to be the warrior. So let's say the warrior of love. And the warrior of love projects the beloved as everything that it's not beautiful. That the beloved love us in all our stanky stank and all our mud and all our filth and all of our disgust. It's like the people who are contracting the coronavirus. When you love someone, you don't abandon them when they have to be quarantined. You stay right there, even if you have to go through it with them. The beloved loves no matter what. You hold the heart of the beloved in the palm of your hands. He holds the world. The Creator holds the world, which is His beloved. The world, Pachamama, Gaia, Mother Earth, which is us. So once again, be prepared to walk through the fire, the beloved. Vision Quest. Vision Quest is a 6, and that means we're going to persevere through all of this that's happening right now. We're going to see 2020 vision. We can see, guys. If you can't see, go on a vision quest. When you meditate, imagine, do you see her beauty in her dance? Do you see how she's danced with her arms stretched wide? Her chest is up to the sky, into the glow of the sun, the goldenness of the sun, not the yellow sun, but the gold sun. There's no fear. This is embracing our mortality and meeting spirit face to face. That's what we do when we make time to do a vision quest. Spirit is asking you to answer the call. And every time Spirit calls, are you too busy with life? Are you too busy with the noise in your head, or as they say, the monkey call, the monkey mind? Have you made room in your life? Have you purged? Have you cleansed? Have you cleared your room? Have you made room just to be still so you do not miss the call again? Spirit is calling. The beloved is calling. I know. Oh my goodness. I know. I have been having some amazing vision quests or vision mystical moments in my life. A number 8. And if we turn that 8 sideways, no matter how we turn it, it's still a circle, it's still infinity. It goes on and on and on. Because it's time to advance in this circle, it's time for us to spread our circle no matter what or who or where we are all one. So the circle has come again as a healing to help us understand the importance of dying and reviving or rebirth or renew or unew or to be born again and find love, the beloved, prosperity, new ideas, opportunity, and spirit awaits for us to dance. It's like our hands are linked. Our hands are up to the sky. We're waving, hello, I'm here. I want to feel my dance card. Come dance with me. In this circle of life. I am so glad you guys are with me on this human spirit, nature, cosmos, however we want to be connected. We're connected. We're all connected. And I think I kind of talked about this circle last week when we talked about the pandemic, the coronavirus will touch us all one way or the other because we're all connected to the luminous warrior. And when I said I do not predict, I do not, but change is happening. This time of our virus is clearing, cleansing, coming to an end, and many will not come with us here in human form, but they will be a part of us through the ghost dance. So if you have been touched in your personal life by a loved one through this period of cleansing, whether they were lost to a fire or tornado or the virus or whatever nature calling happened, Remember that this luminous warrior reminds us that it's important to focus on the power and our wisdom within. And in order for us to heal right now through all of this lower vibration or this lower world here, or where we are just above in the middle world at this time, with all of this pain that is happening, do not act from a place of anger. Because if you do, you will damage relationships and you will hurt the ones you care for or the ones you love. When truth is hiding in your heart, please trust your instinct for peace rather than war, rather than anger or pain, because through this purging, you lost a lot. You lost, whatever, your home, your personal belongings, your loved ones, your neighbors, your friends, your job, because right now, everything is being affected through this cleansing, through this purging, so we can start again. And the only way we can start again as a globe, as a world, as the earth, as a society, as humanity, this purging, this cleansing has to happen. The greed, the wars, the anger, the fighting has to stop. Because if it doesn't stop, the next virus will clean out even more. The next pandemic, the next fire, the next earthquake, the next flooding, the next tornado, the next hurricane will take out even more. Until we learn to take the spirit of the luminous warrior. The luminous warrior, guys, has no enemies on this earth or the next. When the luminous warrior does the ghost dance or dances with the ghosts, there's no enemies. Because the luminous warrior focuses on the light, not what's in the dark. He is beautiful. It is beautiful. The light, the awakening, the unicorn, the phoenix, the turtle in patience has ridden on the horse. The luminous warrior is here. Please allow the luminous warrior to stay in your heart and your mind. Live in the light the way the luminous warrior does. As you walk this earth, walk as an luminous warrior. Shine your light. Be a light and a warrior for higher and greater good. I am here for you. I pray for you. I love you. My heart speaks to yours. Help me, join me, be the luminous warrior. Until next time, guys, enjoy this full moon. Stand in the full moon and its light. Allow the moon, her feminine warmth, guide you until we meet again. To one luminous warrior, Namaste.